on tendering and bidding. We are truly excited to have you with us and look forward to make this a valuable and engaging learning experience. So I am Pritam Barida, your host for today's session. At Protrainy, we are proud to be an IIM Ahmedabad Ventures funded skilling platform with a mission to make civil engineering students industry ready through hands-on project-based training. So far, we had the privilege of training over 17,000 plus civil engineers from 700 plus companies and 4,000 plus colleges across the globe. So, if you want to stay connected with us, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn by searching just Pro Training for updates on future programs and workshops. So, let me show you a small intro video of Pro Training. So, let us welcome to our expert, Mr. Rasegar sir, who have a renowned experience.
Turn on the sharing. Turn on the sharing.
Yeah, is done, sir, for you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening, students. Welcome to the workshop on mastering, tendering, and bidding. You are going to decode the winning bid in construction. This is one of the managerial courses you are going to learn. If you want to learn tendering and bidding, at least you should attend full master class, means then it will take 10 to 15 hours, minimum 15 hours needed for entire elaborate details you want to learn. Here I'm going to give you as a capsule, everything, all details I'm going to give you in a capsule. You can easily understand what is tendering, what is bidding, how to tender, how to submit tenders, how to win bids, everything you are going to learn today within this 1.5 hours. All overview I'm going to give each and every segment of this topic I'm going to cover. That is why you follow me carefully. Particularly, don't miss the end. I'm going to give you a practical case study. I'm going to give you a real tender, which I have done in my career. One of my peak career is I have done a 200 crore apartment project. That tender I'm going to show you. Don't miss the end. With that only, easily you can understand how the tender will be. That is a 500-page tender. I'm going to show the overview. Don't miss the end, and do not leave in the middle. Do not let your laptop attend the class. One-time learning, you will. That is why you are going to enter the class. Tender documents. and navigating nuances of tenders, the very minute legal and financial aspects of tendering. That is a very important part. Then risk assessment and mitigation and advanced strategies for winning bids. This is a very highlighting topic, how to win the bids. I'm going to give you tips for that and common mistakes in tendering. That is also important topic. And finally, understanding the LOA and work order. We are going to see. Apart from that, I am going to show you a real tender. A 200 crore apartment project tender I am going to show you. Now let us see how the companies are in international tendering. Now we are such a big growth in giving employment. Everywhere construction industry is growing. Now overall the major players where we are going to tender. Tender means always we are speaking tender, tender. Where I am going to tender. And for that only, I'm going to give the outline of the industry, where you can get the tenders, where you can get the contracts, and how you can enter into the construction industry by tendering. Here, large infrastructure conglomerates are L&T. L&T is a very, very, what do you say? That is a very exemplary development. Their growth is phenomenal in the past 20 years. Now, that is a MNC company, one of the top 10 construction companies in world now, L&T is. Same way, Tata Projects, they are successful in every industry, like that construction industry also, they are leading. Next, Adani, Sapurji Balonji, Reliance Infra, these like that, lot of, particularly these are all the very major players in large infrastructure projects. And mid-size construction companies are their regional specialized expertise focusing on geographical areas or specific type of projects. For that, if you take state-wise, you can understand. State PWDs are there, then local state works are there, government works. That works are done by the local companies. Apart from that, any specialized works like tunneling, and particularly metro, if you take, that is a very big project in India. But that will come done by the conglomerates only. But mid-sized construction companies also, lot of piling contractors are there. They are like that. So many companies are there. Even I have in my website, I have put 120 top Indian companies. Like that only I have done research on this construction. After that only I am presenting you. Same way, specialized contractors, niche expertise, particular niche they are doing in specific areas such as tunneling, bridge construction, piling, and or MEP works. And these specialized contractors are always subcontractors on large projects. For example, if it is a metro project means that is a bigger project. In that, tunneling is a part of the project. Then one subcontractor will be for the tunneling. Like that, tendering will be given by the company. These are all government and infra based, entire India. Now in real estate, next big industry is a real estate. In real estate, what they are doing? Development of residential, commercial and industrial properties. Like one of the biggest company is DLF. Leading company is a DLF, Godrej, Prestige, Embassy, Shobha, and a lot of companies are there in real estate segment. What is real estate? Do you know? They have to construct, join them as a contractor, and you can go for bidding. And other important government agencies and PSUs, public sector undertaking. PSU means public sector undertaking, which are all big industries in the government, big departments in government. National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, railways, and various state level infrastructure development corporation like PWD, Water Board, like that. So many departments are there. All and apart from that, Navaratna companies like PSUs, everything. They are also initiating lot of building work, infra work. What do you say in construction? Everything, they are floating tenders. You can see the tender and you can bid with them. Now, apart from that, international construction companies. My first, you note that if you are willing to grow in the construction industry, you want to become one of the prominent guy in the construction, expert in construction industry, first thing what you have to do, you know about the industry. First, you should know about the industry. For that, you write that, type Google, which are all the biggest construction companies in the world, what they are doing. Go and search. The same way, which are all the biggest construction companies in India? What are all they doing? Then you have to get placement in that companies means that your focus. If you are focusing, you can achieve. For that only, this industry overview I am giving. Were career oriented. I want to teach you career oriented. Your career, you have to succeed in that, whatever you are learning. Now, significance of effective tendering. Different departments and private, how I have to do the effective tendering. Why I have to learn this effective tendering. Every big company, there will be a manager. Tenders also will be there. Tenders and bidding, that they will do. If they are reaching, if you are reaching there, then your growth will be again next the higher level you will go. You will go through managerial level. If you want to grow as a managerial level, above project manager, you should know about these tendering, bidding processes, everything. These are all management activities. Then the company has to continuously take lot of tenders. Then only lot of work company has to take and work and succeed. Then only company can grow. Then only continuously they have to go for tendering. Why you have to do the effective tendering? Building reputation and a single tender is there. We are going to see the types of tender. There you will understand. If you are continuously doing and a reputed company, the fast tracking or fast track working, that is only they have built their credibility. Then they have to continuously take the higher contracts and they have to grow. For that, you need to know about effective tendering. Securing project pipeline. Winning tenders is a primary way for construction companies to secure the project pipeline. Continuously, you have to give, you are building a team, project team and office team, everything, you are building a team. Then once your team built, then you need to give them work properly. For that, you need a projects in the pipeline continuously. For that, and you have mean next year at least they have to aim for 25 crore. This ensures that the contributing to the financial sustainability of the business. That for that you need a effective tendering. Competitive advantage, a well-crafted bid, a well-crafted bid. See the word. You have to know and you have to bid very clearly. That is a well-crafted bid. Highlight there technical expertise, experience, financial stability, and innovative solutions, strong tendering capabilities. Then only your tender will be competitive. Not only price. Tender is not only price. Do not think just they are considering price. No, not at all. That is in some cases. There they will see you as a technical interview, how you are going for interview for jobs, like that only tendering. They will see your technical expertise, experience, financial stability, and innovative solutions, and strong tendering capabilities. And finally, the resource human materials handling is an important part of a successful project execution. Not only winning is a with the quality. That is a construction management. Now, overview of the tendering process. Now, first, project identification and tender initiation. The client, owner or employer. He only defines the project requirements, scope, budget, and timelines. For example, I am a owner, I am having a plot of land there, then I want to construct an apartment in that building. Okay. Then how much area of the flat? That may be 5 ground or 10 ground, like that. Then I have to construct, I want to construct 50,000 square feet apartment. How many floors for that? What is my budget? Everything I will give. Based on that, then the project will start. First, that will go for designing and drawing. That is a scope. I have to tell the scope, what I want. I'm going to construct this type of building, that budget, what are all the important features in that I want, budget, timeline, and all those things the owner will give. There only the tender is initiated. Then a tender notice is issued through the newspapers, e-portals, like e-portals, IREPS, that is Railway, CPP, Central Procurement is there, government e-marketing, all those things I will describe in the coming slides, NIC rights. Or these are all e-portals and or industry publication. And a private portal, tender portals are there. You can see that in Google there, Tender Times, Tender Tiger, Tender Wizards, One Tender, like that. So many private tender portals also there. It's just you browse them, and this is a second homework I'm going to give you. Note these portals and you write that and go and see the Google, what these tender portals are doing. This is a second work I want to, please write that and you follow that. Then your learning will be easy. Then the second is types of tenders. What are all the types of tender? Open tender, anyone can bid. Open tender is anyone can bid. There only they will give announcement through newspaper and a portal for open tender only. That is mostly transparent, 100% transparent, because they are announcing the work we are going to do. Who are all eligible contractor? You can bid from anywhere. That is a open tender. Second one is a limited or selective tender. Here what they will do, only pre-qualified contractors are invited. Particularly you see in Navaratna companies or private tendering like apartments. What they will have, these companies, they will have the that, but number of contractors, they will within that finally any tender maximum final call will be for 6 to 8 tenders only. Within them only they will see the commercial bids. Then only the rates they will analyze and they will give the work. That is a procedure. Another type is single tender. Only one contractor is approached. This is a specialized contractor. For example, tunneling work. For example, Chana Bridge. Tunneling work. For example, Chana Bridge. Chana Bridge, they cannot call for open tender because that is a very, they will call that Sapurti Balanji. They will call you, can you do this? This is a very specialized work. Like that single tender only they will give. And apart from the e-tendering only now, maximum now 70% came through that. Still, they are, apart from that, some are there. Now all digital has come everywhere. Now e-tendering only maximum 60 to 70% going. And third are document preferred. Your contractors are buying the contract tender, then it is called a bid. Now they are bidding. Contractors are submitting bid. There the word is changing from tender to bid. They are submitting their bid. The owner is promoting the tender and a contractor is submitting the bid. That is a tendering process. Now overview of the tendering process, in the challenges in the tendering process. This one at the start of this, they should know without clarification. Again, they will withdraw the tender, again call for, then the delay will happen. As per their program, they cannot do that. And then number two, unrealistic bidding. Contractors quoting below cost sometimes, leading to poor quality. That is a unrealistic bidding. In which case it will happen? Do you know? Any company, they don't have work, but they are having a team, but they want to take a work compulsorily. Then what they will do? Whatever rate we will take, any even no profit also, sometime even 5% lesser also, they will go for the bidding. That is a unrealistic bidding. The proper quality, poor quality only they can do that. There you can have the e-tendering process. Which tender, who is taking, everybody will know. Previously, that was not there. Nowadays, all are getting open up. I hope in some time this all will be clear. Corruption is because of no transparency in the. They will give the favorite. If the official in the tendering process, his favorite contractor will be there. He will have ties with them, and he will inform what is happening, everything. That is a favoritism. And there only the corruption. How to quote everything, he can leak that. These things. And finally, complex compliance. That's GST, EMD. Now GST is getting more general only, everybody understanding. That was an EMD, how to submit the EN. And more efficient. Now, types of tenders we have seen, 4 types. Now, wherever these tenders are coming, you have to know about the types of tender in detail. Elaborately, I will describe you. I have told you open tender, that is called a public tender also. Most common and a transparent method of procurement is this open tender. This type of tender is advertised publicly through various channels such as newspapers, official gazettes, and online portals. It allows any eligible bidder who meets a predefined criteria to participate in the tendering process. It allows, we'll have the doubts and everything. You keep that. Finally, we can have that session. Definitely question and answer session is there. Whatever questions you can ask, I will answer. Because now we'll see the subject, focus on the subject. After that, you note the doubts. Definitely, I will give you the time. Okay. And predefined there is a, it allows any eligible bidder anywhere. You are from Tamil Nadu, I can tender in UP anywhere. With these open tenders, anybody can. Who is eligible only? Who is eligible person only can do the tender. And examples are government infrastructure project. National Highways Authority of India often uses open tenders only. Highways always maximum open tenders. Bridges and flyovers. Only thing you should have the eligibility. If you are a new company, you may have a question. I am a new company, how to enter? You are asking experience like that. Then that is very simple. First work always you should join with the eligible contractor. One eligible contractor, with him you have to make a joint venture, JV. With the JV, you have to bid and take the tender. Your company and his company, both companies. You work with that. One work you completed, then that work you will be eligible. That is a general tender practice. That is why they will ask the experience. For example, 50 crore road work is there. 150 crore road work they are tendering means they will ask you should have experience of minimum 25 crore work, 2 numbers or 3 numbers you should have done. Like that, they will ask the eligibility. Those things I will tell you later. And these government infrastructure projects are like this. Advertisements are typically published in national dailies. Any English paper or local tenders in local paper you can see in local languages. There, if you see, actually classified, we will not see. Classified in that only these tenders, all tenders, any English paper, if you take, it will be there. Times of India, Hindu, Express, wherever you take, particularly there you can see the tenders. And the NHAI's official website, now through their website they are doing. Apart from that, I have told you private portals and the government, their websites also. Inviting bids from eligible construction companies across India. The second example is public sector undertakings, PSUs. PSUs like Bharat Heavy Electricals or Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. These are all Navaratna companies like that they will tell. If you have a written gate and you can get employment through this for Navaratna companies like this. These companies frequently employ open tenders. They are also calling open tenders only maximum work. For the procurement of tenders for procurement also will come. Large scale equipment, construction services and other requirements. They will call procurement. Through the tendering, any work also they will call procurement. State government projects. Apart from that, state level departments, already I have told, are responsible for public works, housing units, state housing units are there, department wise police housing unit and defense housing unit. Like that, different sectors are there. Urban development often float open tenders for various construction activity and infrastructure projects also within their respective states. This is called a open tender. Now limited tender or selective tender. This is also called the enquiry tender also. This is enquiry because only limited people only they are sending. If they are willing to do that, whether they are having the capacity to do that, they will inquire. That is why they call the enquiry tender or selective tender or limited tender. Involves inviting bids only from a selected list of qualified and experienced contractors or suppliers. This method is typically employed when the procuring entity has prior knowledge of capable firms or when the project requires specialized expertise. Examples: specialized government project, construction of complex tunnels or sophisticated defense infrastructure, always limited tender only. That cannot be open tender. They cannot, because lot of limitations there, lot of rules and regulations are there, terms and condition. That is why defense infrastructure, even limited or single tender only they will give. That is a country's security is there. That is why. And apart from that, government agencies might act for limited tenders, inviting bids from companies with demonstrated expertise in the particular specific area. And a private sector projects with a stringent requirement. Any private sector, they are having a very tough rules if they are having. That is a stringent requirement. Private real estate developers undertaking high-end residential commercial project might use limited tenders like a DLF. They will use a limited tender only. They will not call for the open tenders. And inviting bids from pre-qualified contractors known for their quality workmanship and adherence to strict timelines. And they are very strict in the timeline, quality, their capacity. That is a very stringent requirement. That is. Repeat orders or existing relationship. That is another case. Here companies in both the public and the private sector might use limited tenders when seeking repeat order. Repeat order means you are a contractor, you have taken the one contract, you have win the bid, and you have done the work perfectly. Then you are a repeated person. Then the company can directly give you a work without tendering. That is a repeat order. Like that, their limited tender only they will give. Because they have the trust on you. You have built the reputation. You have successfully completed the project. Then they will think the next work we can give him directly. Even we don't want any other competitors like that. That is a repeat order. Engaging with contractors with whom they have already, they are engaged with you and they can give. They have established successful long-term relationship. Then you can do that. Many companies, many bigger contractors, they are repeated on and they will do the work for their company or the department continuously because they are doing properly. That is why this limited tender will work out for them. Now the single tender. We have seen the single tender or direct negotiation. That is one-to-one. Direct one contractor they will call and they will negotiate with them. This work we are going to do and have to build houses for them. Then only